more to my channel. Is this your first time of coming to my channel? Thanks a lot. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. So in today's tutorial we are going to be making a simple video on how to achieve this outfit. So looking at this style, I don't know if it's focused, but I'm sure you guys can see it on the thumbnail. You will discover that this is a gown, right? We discover this is a gown, but the lower part of this gown is a trousers, and you also discover that there is no joining at the waistline. So it's more or less like you want to achieve your jumpsuit, but you don't have joining at the waistline, because this is just like a jumpsuit where you have your trousers at the lower part and then you have your blouse and there is no joining at the waistline. So if you are interested in learning how to achieve this, stay tuned and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can get notifications once a video pop up. So what are the basic measurements required in order for you to achieve this style? We need our shoulder measurements, hip measurements and our gown length. You will also discover that with these measurements I did not include my bust measurements and my waist measurements, and this is because our hip measurement happens to be the largest part of our body, and we'll be needing the largest part of our body in order to achieve this style. So let's go ahead now and calculate our measurements. So our shoulder measurements is 14, which is our regular shoulder measurement. So we have 14 divided by 2, we have 7 inches. Now because at the upper part you have your drawstring at the upper part, it simply means that you are going to be adding inches to your regular shoulder measurements, and the number of inches you add to your regular shoulder measurements totally depends on how free and how big you want it to be. But note that you are definitely going to be adding to your shoulder measurements, but the amount of inches you add depends on you. How free do you want your dress to be and how you desire it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and add about 7 inches extra to my shoulder measurement. So I have plus 7, I have 14 inches. So my shoulder measurement now is going to be 14 inches. My hip is 40. We have 40 divided by 4, we have 10. Now this form of dress also you are going to be adding, definitely you've added to your shoulder measurement, so you also add to your hip measurement, because what we have is a free maxi form of dress or jumpsuit. So you go ahead now and add to it, and the number of inches you add totally depends on how free you want it to be. But note that this outfit is usually very free, and the more free it is, the more beautiful it looks, and the more you look like a rich auntie vibe. The more it makes you look like a rich madam vibe, or a rich boss vibe, or a rich auntie vibe. So guys, I'll go ahead now and add about 8 inches to what I have. I'll add about 8 inches to it. So I have plus 8, I'm going to have 18 inches for my hip measurement. So our gown length is 58 plus 2 inches for our hemming allowance, we have 60 inches. Don't forget to join us on Facebook, Tilly Designs, on Instagram, Tilly Designs, and also visit our website. We have amazing fashion illustration on our website. All the details are going to be in the description box below. Trainings are available, both online training and physical training. If you are interested in joining our training, the details is in the description box below. And please feel free to drop your questions in the course of this tutorial. If you have any parts you are not clear with, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, or any topic you want us to make a video on. So what are the types of fabric required to make this style? Note that I will advise that you use soft fabrics for this style so that it can drape well, especially when you pull the drawstring at the shoulder part, so you can have it draped well and more beautiful. So you can use crepe fabric, you can use silk fabric, you can use chiffon fabric. Fabrics that are soft and drape well are very nice for this style. Another thing you should also take note of is that in this form of style also, you will also be needing like little knowledge of your off shoulder. And what I mean by that is that because what we have at the shoulder is drawstrings, we are going to be taking away some inches from our shoulder measurement. And note that the number of inches you take off totally depends on where you want your drawstring to start from, which I'm going to explain that better in the cutting part of this tutorial, because I went ahead and I deducted 6 inches from mine to serve as my off shoulder. So I'm putting on this one shoulder maxi dress, which is actually very beautiful, and I have the tutorial up on this channel. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the description box, the link of this tutorial in the description box, and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified once a video pop up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it. The first thing we are going to do now is to go ahead and fold our fabric into 4. And I'm using this chiffon fabric to achieve this style. And with me here I have about 3 yards of fabric by 60 inches long. So you can make use of 3 yards, 4 yards, it depends on your size, okay, basically. And one thing you should also take note of in this style is that it's actually free and it is not fitted to the body at all. So once you are able to do that, now let's go ahead now and get our basic measurements. The first thing you are going to do is to determine how many inches off you want to achieve for your dress. Note that the number of inches you take off totally depends on you and basically where you want your dress to start from. So I'm going to be taking 6 inches off. So you can see what I have here. I placed my 6 inches off our measurements, okay. Now you go ahead now and mark your armhole. So my armhole is 9 inches. So this will basically be my armhole length or my bust length, 9 inches, bust to waist 9 inches, bust to waist 9 inches, waist to hip 9 inches. So I have a detailed tutorial where I was able to explain your distance calculation from bust to waist, waist to hip, and I'm going to put that in the description box below. So go ahead and watch that tutorial after watching this. So waist to our knee length we have 18 inches. Waist to knee length we have 18 inches. Now we have 18 inches. So let me explain the upper part of this tutorial first before we move to the lower part. Now this is basically what we have. So for the length now, what I'm going to be using for my length, because it's going to have like a drawstring, so you're still going to pull as many as you want, okay. You're still going to go ahead and pull as many as you want, you still go ahead and pull it to fit into your size. And one thing about this size or this dress also is that it fits different sizes, especially if you are looking out for starting your ready to wear line or you want to include a style to your ready to wear collection. So I recommend this style, okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and just mark 19 inches. Now basically I'm making of 19 inches, right? Because I folded my fabric to give me that. And you might want to ask that, how many inches should you mark at that point? See, it totally depends on how free you want your dress to be. But I'm going to say that you can just go ahead and add inches to your shoulder measurement, right? So basically, like our shoulder measurement is 14. So 14, I added 6 inches extra, so I just marked 20 inches at that point. So now it's a very simple dress, guys, very simple. So this is where we have our what did you call this now? This is where we have our armhole. So you just go ahead now and have your curve, which is like your armhole curve, okay. You just go ahead now and get your curve. This is the curve for your armhole. Once you are done with that, it's very simple, like very simple. So once you are done with that, another thing you also need to take note of is where we are going to cut out our trousers part. Where are we going to cut out our trousers part? Now this is our knee area. Don't forget that the length here or the line here is for our knee area. So come down from your knee area because you don't want the trousers to get to your knee area. So come down with about 5 inches or 6 inches, it depends. So you can just play with 5, 6 or 7 inches. It just depends where you want it to start from. So I'm going to make use of 6 inches now. I'm going to make use of 6 inches. Now for the wideness at this part, now I'm going to make use of 3 inches for the wideness. So at the wideness for the wideness where you're going to have your trousers part, which is where you have your gown length, is it showing? Okay, where you have your length, so you just play around 3 to 4 inches. It depends. If you're on a very big size, you can make use of 5 inches, medium 4, small 3 inches. So this is what we have. So you basically connect your 3 inches now to this line. Don't forget that this line here is what? 6 inches from our knee length, and I said that it varies from 5 inches to 7 inches. If you're on a big size, you can come down with 8 inches. So once you are done now, we just want to achieve a slant line. We are just basically connecting it this way. This style is very simple, basically connecting it this way. So please give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. If you have any question in the course of this tutorial, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section or any video you want us to make. Now we've gone ahead now to get this lower part. Now for this part now, what are we using to fold our fabric? Of course, I made use of my hip measurement. So my hip measurement is 40 divided by 4. I have 10, and then I went ahead to add about 7 to 8 inches. And why are we adding so much inches to this? This is because our dress is a very free style, okay, very free style, and the more free it is, the more beautiful your dress turns out to be. So I'm just going to go ahead now and mark that. So you are making use of your hip measurements plus 6 to 7 inches across all your measurements. So you don't have like your bust, your waist, your hip. You are basically using your hip measurement plus 6 to 7 inches to get this. So now let's go ahead, measurements plus 6 to 7 inches to fold your fabric, and that is what you are going to have across your waist measurement and your bust measurement, because this is actually a free dress. So let's go ahead now and cut this out. Now we are done cutting this out. You can see what we have. So you can see where we have our neckline, our armhole rather, and of course we are going to gather this up, which I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And we have our hip measurements plus 6 to 9 inches. Okay, so your hip measurement plus 6 to 9 inches is what you are going to have for this part, and it totally depends on how wide you want it to be. So from this lower part now, I hope you guys can see it. You can see where we cut out to serve as our flap. So let's go ahead now and open this up and let's check out what we have. So can you see what it looks like? So I hope you guys have learned a lot. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button. It's free, guys. So you can see what we have now. You can see the trouser part where we have our trousers part. You can see what it looks like. So basically now we want to stitch this up. We are done with the cutting part, as simple as A, B and C. So now for you to stitch this part, this dress is very easy, guys. So go ahead now and stitch this part. Of course you are stitching it from inside, okay? You are stitching it like inside from the back. So you go ahead and stitch this part all the way round. Once you are done stitching it, please make sure you notch it so that it can lay well. Make sure you notch it so that it can lay well. Now what we have now for this upper part, you will discover that what we have for this upper part is actually like more than our shoulder measurement. I have this stripe. So basically it just depends on how wide you want it to be. There is no like a standard measurement for this stripe. So for me now, I have 3 inches for the stripe, and it's actually long with about 30 inches. So what we are going to do, and I have 2 pieces for it, 1 piece for the front and then 1 piece for the back. So let me just show you guys what you are going to do. Now this is what it looks like. You go ahead now and fold your stripe. You folded your stripe and you have this, fixing your stripe this way, then you go ahead and stitch this way. You go ahead and stitch it this way, and then you have your stripe. So by the time you pull your stripe, can you see, by the time you pull your stripe, it's automatically going to gather up. Let me just explain this again. Of course, what we have at this part is more than our shoulder measurement. So go ahead now and cut out your stripe. And then you turn it so that you can have like a neat stripe. Once you are done now, you fix it at this part of your dress and then you stitch it. So by the time you pull your straps this way, it's automatically going to gather up. So I'll go ahead now and do that. So guys, after that, this is what you are going to have for the edge. So you discover that once you fix in your stripes and then you pull this, like you gather this up, it's kind of like fit into your measurements, right? Like your shoulder measurement basically, and that is what we have. So for this lower part now, I don't know if my mannequin is doing justice to it, but guys, can you see like the trousers parts? Can you see the trousers parts? Okay, I think it's better this way. So can you see the trousers parts now, which is at the lower side of our dress? And this is basically what we have. So what we just did here was we went ahead to stitch this part all the way, and then you stitch the sides all the way up, and it's actually so simple, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any question in the course. So guys, now after stitching the lower part where you have your trousers, you can see what we have. So you, by the time you are done stitching it, this is what you are going to have for the lower side. So you can see your trousers coming out at this other part of your outfit. You can see the trousers part, and you can see where the flap basically got to. Now for the upper part of this outfit, you've also gone ahead to fold it, and then you fixed in your stripes, which will serve as your sleeve now, right? And this is what you have. So because our shoulder measurement was SS, more than your regular shoulder measurement, it's kind of like gather up around this part, and that is actually the beauty of this outfit. So once you are done, it's very simple. The next thing you are just going to do now is to go ahead and couple up the sides, and then your outfit is ready. So if any question in the course of this tutorial, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, or any topic you want us to make a video on. And this form of outfit can just serve as a gown. Looking at it this way, it looks like a gown, but when you open up your legs, you will discover that you have like a trousers form at the lower part. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified once a video pop up. Let me know if you have any question in the comment section, or any topic you want us to make a video on, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.